This is Pam Shumpert, and I will be asking her a few questions about cancer. How did you feel when you first got diagnosed with cancer?
Well, before I got diagnosed, I woke up one day and the tumor grew overnight. And I was scared. There's no cancer in my family at all. And I had to try and find a doctor to go to. So a friend had referred me to her doctor, and I went to the visit, and even though I'm a positive person, that doctor had like a good sense of humor, and he helped ease things. But the time frame took a whole month just to find out I did have cancer, which was scary. I dropped down to 78 pounds before I even started any kind of treatment. I had 3 surgeries. The first and the third one was a 1-day surgery. And the second one, I was off work for 2 weeks because they cut me in 8 different spots. So the whole time frame was from April 30th of 2003, and I finished all the treatment in the end of April of 2004.
Okay. How did you tell your family about the cancer?
When I found it, I had called my sister because she was a nurse, and she had come over, and I guess if it's solid, meaning it doesn't move around, if it moves around, it's a fatty, just a cyst. And for this particular type of cancer, and mine was solid, it didn't move at all. So she said she was almost sure it was cancerous. So I didn't tell my mom until after I actually went for an ultrasound, and it was cancer.
How did it affect your family?
It was pretty scary because they didn't give me a good survival rate, and but you got to stay positive through it all. Your attitude really makes a big difference on how things turn out, and to have the proper doctor who gives you the right treatment. And every person is different on how they react to the chemo, and there's different doses, there's different types of chemo. I had 3 different types of chemo. And I had a good doctor who, took time, and that they have to give you something and make sure it works. It's just like, they can't just give you one type of medicine. It depends on how far your cancer has gone and what type it is, and so they have their own way to figure out what is the best treatment for you.
Were there any changes in your life after everyone knew about the cancer, besides the fact that you had cancer?
Yeah, as far as being scared, and when they tell you get a 40% chance of survival, that's scary. So of course everybody was concerned, and they wanted to be there for me, and they were there for me. And even though my mom was driving me crazy because I'm her daughter, she's worried about me, they just was there for me all the time. Even my husband, even if I had got so sick that I couldn't eat for days sometimes, And he makes sure that I just get, if it's just a spoon or two of soup, he was going to make sure I ate.
Do you remember anything from your treatments?
Do I remember what?
Anything from your treatments?
Yeah, your head would hurt. The day of chemo, your head would start hurting. And 2 days later is usually when I got real sick. The first treatment was, they all were different. I had 3 different treatments. They all had different side effects, but your head always hurt. It wasn't a headache. It was just a weird feeling. The last treatment was the least amount that hurt, and the first one made me more nauseous. The second one was probably the worst chemo because it affected your nerves, your joints, your muscles. So not only was you not feeling good and nauseous, your whole body hurt. So, it was just each medicine did something different.
What was your greatest challenge?
Being a survivor.
Well, this is the end of the session. Do you mind saying bye?
Bye.